Namaste Sipa and welcome to another episode of Scope. Today, we bring to you another 50th independence story about selfless contributions to the cause of developing Papua New Guinea's development as a sovereign state. But first up, Madang province has now become synonymous with law and order issues, including murder, violence, and petty crime. Over the last 5 years, the province struggled to keep a lead on these issues. The police force continuously came under scrutiny under notions of a divided force coupled with public dissatisfaction that the provincial police commander was replaced last year. Fast forward to 2025, reins on law and order issues are steady with crime rate significantly dropped beginning last year. One of the most effective mechanisms being used to combat the lawlessness is the introduction of the Community Policing Unit Initiative.
Are you with me? Sir! I want this spirit, despite of whatever hardships that we have. One of the fallback you may got, but we move as a team, as one big royal family to look after our people, to serve this nation.
Towards the end of 2023, Robert Baim took charge of the Madang Provincial Police Command. The acting superintendent reintroduced an old mechanism of policing by engaging community watchhounds known as the Community Policing Unit. This style of policing enabled communities to take ownership of their own safety and well-being by encouraging citizen arrests of lawbreakers in their own communities.
No one is too big. The law is bigger than us. All right?
In Madang province, CPUs are a common sight within communities involving mostly the youth. According to PPC BIME, they have significantly assisted and continue to ease police manpower challenges by arresting petty crime within their own communities. The PPC recently visited the police station at Kinim Government Station on Karkar Island to see how his personnel were operating. Currently, there are 7 regular police personnel who are assisted by over 20 auxiliary members, but this is not enough to meet the policing needs of an entire island. PPC BIME recently embarked on his first annual district police station inspections with Sumkar district, specifically at Kinim Station. He offered words of encouragement and motivation for the several officers. This also was an opportunity for the PPC to see firsthand the challenges and progress made by the station.
Right over the provinces, they're facing the same thing, but we are fortunate enough that some logistical problem or DDA work to support them. All right, from the reports that makes you may work to strive long. Our enforcement law and order. All right, okay. The main purpose of me visiting the station is just to get the first-hand information. All right, we're looking for something on the ground, and also to see the station and whatever you need. I will try my best to help you. All right, that's the sole purpose. Secondly, is to launch the CPU program that we have, and I know that I want you guys to support our CPUs. All right, they will back you guys. All right, because we don't have the insufficient manpower. This creation of the CPU will back you up, and then you can enforce law and order on the island.
The officers and the rural police station commander, Timopa Kikiyapa, were informed of the new recruits currently at Kusa Police Training Center. They will be deployed to police stations around Madang province to support police manpower.
We also have a program for reserve training coming up. We will have 20 manpower from each district. All right, we will have the manpower of about a total of 100 new reservists trained. All right, and then at Gusap, they come back and they will come back into the districts to serve their own districts. All right? So that will boost your manpower, meaning that when we have the manpower on the ground, you must look after your logistics, meaning the vehicles, your police station, all right, the houses that you occupy. I know that we don't have enough uniforms too, but that will not stop us from enforcing law and order.
After inspecting the police station, PPC BIME visited community policing units at Tugu and Kaul villages. His first stop was at the Yakon sports field at Tugu village, where he officially commissioned 39 CPU graduates who underwent a week-long training in Code of Ethics, Discipline, Human Rights and Roles and Responsibilities as a member of the CPU. The PPC was impressed with the CPUs of its area. Its members were all groomed and attired to attend community duties. During the official ceremony, RPSC Kikiapa elaborated on how effective the role of a CPU was in each community, saying they have immensely assisted police in all-round operations.
Outstanding cases, criminal activity, or summary offenses, civil cases, and plan it through hard law me control him, hard law me solve him. Me kam lugu men Pablo kini me minunap. Niglo popla ta sol. Minunap lo solving one problem. How we solve this problem? One time close to stress ikisi me na close to me die. Time plus start him. Me look him a reserve plus CPU be help him through. Reduce him na solving problem when the police man na lo making long. Me look him big plus change come up. Local communities if they accept him concept from CPU that is like me karem good la kai. Normal meri na looking through meaning long. Lono dana, peaceful, safe, not enjoying privacy from all one community.
Longtime resident of Karkar Island and manager of Kulili Plantation, Brett Middleton, acknowledged the positive impact of the CPU in resolving issues on the island.
And the killing crime, crime law, this area, one big problem of police like that, also can come up, no place for trouble come up. Now, the man's a passing mouse, no that man's a talk, no that support, now also can waste in big time long on, see wrong man, or see wrong story, or pulling tight him on them all wrong line, dealing something to straight him area, I go long time, and then all man's a bellat, and then cross bites come up backside, Lord police, place a bagara backside. Before in your Karkar, he got heavy or big leaders as straight him area, through. Na no got big pulling tight him or big pipe. But last 5 years, all the time you want to travel. Hurry up through, big pipes come up, hurry up through, all man's cut him the white, blocking main road, hurry up through, man's I want him cook him all house, cook him all something, cut him all banana. Now I no way to straight him something. That's true, and bagarap him through Sindan Brain. He come up as a more well man blobushe, he no come up as a Karkar. But now you play stop here by me picking us and this by Senis. Or police also rely through good play information. Now you play all community, you play like him time wrong come up, all communities are like him something by straight hurry up through. By me go all right, big man, by me put him go straight lo handlo court or handlo law, bell by easy, sinan me by continue, no walk me by go good. By no na cross go big plan.
PPC BIME elaborated on the CPU concept, stating that it only empowers them to execute citizen arrests, a vital middleman role in assisting police to proceed with formal arrests and charges. The concept on Karkar Island recruits grade 12 school leavers, which the PPC states that it will ensure a good recommendation for police recruits. Furthermore, the PPC elaborated that CPU work was currently voluntary. However, he has been vocal with respective authorities to pave a way for at least an incentive for CPU workers as they risk their lives fighting crime within their communities. Recently, the Sumka DDA passed a budget of 100,000 kina to the law and order sector, which hopefully will capture CPU as well.
Working work the law and order inside Long, this district, Nalo Island, but also go out of the way. Now also make sure that at least get peace and stuff inside the community. But what I'm support the and you mean down him, you mean minimize him. The crime is here to stay. But you mean at least minimize him, you go down in a level that you can control him, so that peace our staff inside long community. But we're talking about true also, Karkar is the leading, especially on the Karkar Island, they are the leading district of CPU concept. Now me bringing this program, you go na me submitting the proposal, you go finish office for governor, and the governor you go through the PEC approve it. So now when you looking at some Madang provincial government, and we by that budget blend separately long on CPU. From Madang provincial government, and we fund him, and by come through long account for you, and then legally one thing two can blow you long at least helping you buy one blood sugar, one blood tea bag, long helping you look out in community blow you.
The next visitation was at Kaul village, further inland. The Kaul CPU is well coordinated with ground rules for all villages to adhere to, such as a curfew weeknight at 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. on weekends. This is to maintain peace and avoid unnecessary noise pollution. Breaking the law means apprehension and registering of offense in the occurrence book and detention at Kinim Police Station. PPC BIME congratulated Kaul villagers for being the best in practicing ownership of community law and order and peace. All CPUs on the island undergo regular trainings in order to ensure they practice within the mandated regulations. So far, crime rates have drastically dropped from 15 major incident reports to now about less than 5 per week. It is understood that crime cannot be eradicated. However, with community participation and collaboration with police, it has been proven that crime can be manageable. Throughout the province, each district in all wards have an established CPU, some working perfectly, whilst others are still struggling with their own challenges. For Sumka district, the concept continues to succeed.
You're watching Scope. Make sure to like or leave a comment under this story on the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. After the break, another 58th independent story about selfless contributions to the cause of developing Papua New Guinea's development as a sovereign state. Reporter Camila Guare shares the story of how Balob Teachers College came to be and how it changed the life of founding principal Fred Stolz. There were many people who selflessly contributed to the development of PNG. And one of them is Fred Stolz, the founding principal of Balob Teachers College in Lae. Stolz, who is now 90 years old, was in his prime when construction started on the college in June 1963. He was quite emotional when he recounted his days, saying the 15 years spent at Balob changed his life for the better.
Balob Teachers College celebrated its 60th anniversary on Thursday, May 8th this year. Founding principal
Mr. Frederick William Stolz, OLOM,
was accompanied by his wife Lois, his 4 children and 2 grandchildren to Balob in Lae, where they celebrated the growth of an institution that has trained over 10,000 teachers to date.
Shall say, ladies and gentlemen, true.
Going down memory lane, Stolz shared that the Lutheran Church initially had 5 small centers training teachers. Planning began for a central teacher training school in 1959, and by 1962, concrete proposals were prepared for a master plan to be drawn up by a qualified architect. Financial constraints delayed work until a major donation of approximately £200,000 or 1 million kina from the federal German government through the Bavarian Lutheran Church. Work began in June 1963 with Lloyd Spike, an Australian, in charge of a workforce of more than 50. It continued until the middle of 1966 with Stolz saying they all became accustomed to having construction work going on all around them. Enrollment began in 1965 with 93 students, including 20 women and 8 lecturing staff.
Lecturers, there were 8 of us at the beginning. Sadly, as far as we know, only Colleen Bradkey from Australia and Dale Bussey, United States, and myself are still living. And it was good to see and hear the greeting from Colleen and Dale.
By the end of 1965, 58 students had graduated as qualified teachers.
Very early, the college moved to have all students, regardless of the entry level, stay for 2 years. The official opening of the college on the 27th of November 1965 was a truly momentous event.
When Stolz left in 1979, enrollment at Balob was just over 300. Now it is 1,000 and the period of study is 3 years.
Prayer is that Balob will in the years to come continue this tremendous contribution of service to the country and community. In that spirit, friends and family in Australia wish to contribute to its future. I'm pleased to announce about 20,000 kina has been raised. At my age, this probably will be my last visit, but I've learned over the years to never say never. I would conclude by saying, coming to Papua New Guinea in 1965 was the best thing I ever did. Why do I say that? For 15 years, here changed my life for the better. The experience, the experience of working with the students and staff from various countries, because we had staff from New Zealand, India, Sri Lanka, United Kingdom, and of course Papua New Guinean staff members. And these traditions made me more patient and tolerant. It improved my teachings, which carried over to when I returned to Australia. When I left, I said I would always be a supporter of Papua New Guinea and its people. I believe I've kept this promise. Thank you.
We will continue with more of Selfless contributions when we come back. Stay tuned.
Gisau Jonathan from Butibam village was a student of Stolz in 1967. Now 74 years of age, Jonathan was part of the third batch of students who passed through the new Teachers College and commenced teaching in 1968. She was accompanied by another former Balob student, Newadaya Stosel, when they visited the Digital office to share their stories. Jonathan revealed that Butibam landowners had given their land to the Lutheran Church to build the institution. She explained that the name Balob was derived from the many ferns known as Balob, that grew in the area. Initially, they had thought to name the institution Balob II, but eventually dropped the numeral and retained the name as it is known today.
We finished Bumayong High School. I come in 1971, and Fred Stolz and first principal in Sadlon, Balob. I'm come start 1963. Fred Stolz come in 1963 because I will come a slightly more or something inside school area. I go 1964. You go 1965. I'm first intake Balob. Time I got a little girl by the name Teresa. She was 2 years old on that time when we come in. That's why we started. One hard principal, hard-working man. And I'm so strict through long plalo. He go about long. He come out long. Around the town, or 1.5, no cat. Me plus start the Balob College. 6 o'clock, I'm 6 o'clock. Me plus must start the campus. Me play no not come out because suppose once I'm catching me plus must back up na go to house. He go to class. So I'm so strict long. All students, can drink beer, or can chewing bitter nut, or can smoke. No boyfriends and girlfriends in their school area. Once I'm catching me I'm browsing me go out, talking me packing or something, and me go out. So me support it, no good through because I'm very, very strict head principal at that time. He come, clear 1979, I think I'm losing Balob now. We go back in Australia again.
You're right, abong 15 years I'm start Balob.
So time when we go start 2015, 50th Jubilee anniversary. I'm only inviting me to come back here. Now I come back on the second time, second 60th anniversary, Diamond Jubilee anniversary, and we come back here. So we play, me hamama so and we come back and we play still stop yet na looking man, we play hamama so them now the whole family. Piccaninny, Mary, Teresa, want them, Michael, Graham, Stephen, or I come want them, or Piccaninny blong, Teresa, or Bubu blong, na man blong Teresa, or I come in play, or I mamas want them, enjoy this la day want them, na as using Balob neighbor back in Australia again.
A lot has changed during the early days of Balob Teachers College. While new infrastructure has been built to cater for the increased enrollment, Jonathan, who retired in 2008 after teaching for 53 years, noted the drop in discipline.
Also, maybe different long time now, or college stuff. Me looking at our students only go lecture finish, only come out and by take boy and or smoke. Na walk about number low light no more so low time no me play very, very strict. Me play no sakeke boy, me play no chew, me play no sawe smoke, me play no sawe alcohol or this play. But now me observe most of them plantation is we come up inside the college. Kind of samino got control inside the college or only making something like no water so
discipline
and discipline inside long college. A time long plan plus under big blood discipline. Plus behind him rules and stuff. Now me look at myself big plus is or stuff like make you something like long. And time only come out teach and just like kind passing and also all students still long working just like kind. So we know got discipline law picking inside the school too. Now plenty picket passing inside the school, girl can enter, can picket passing boyfriend, girlfriend inside the school too, and we can observe you or me looking at me no like it is up to passing too. Because time do me play under discipline, good play discipline, and me play come out and me play teach na lining more picking in long. Must stop under good blood discipline. And now on this time we come and time and mission is now. Big blood, plenty big passing and come up. Plenty rascal passing, come up break and enter inside the school now this like big blood must.
Jonathan, who was part of the committee that changed the nearby primary school's name from Ampo Balob to Amba Demonstration Primary School, lamented that things have regressed in the country, from student and teachers' discipline to looking after teachers' welfare. 63-year-old Newadaya Stolz from Goodenough Island in Milne Bay Province graduated in 1981 from Balob Teachers College, taught in Misima for 7 years before moving to Morobe in 1987 after marrying a man from Finchafen. She worked in Morobe until her retirement in 2023. She has been waiting for 2 years now for her repatriation entitlement. Stolz lamented about the woeful treatment teachers receive compared to the early days of independence when teachers did not have to worry about postings, travel allowance or delays in payments. Everything was planned beforehand by the education officials. All the teachers had to do was be present on the scheduled date and venue.
Looking forward for 50 years. We really want that changes just like colonial time. You make it good. The teacher will feel the strength of education right there.
Make sure to like or leave a comment on the stories in tonight's episode on the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Until next Sunday, I'm Tracy Pa. Have a safe week ahead.